Hello everyone, my name is Kimberly Grace. Welcome back and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be talking to you guys in this little mini podcast episode as to why recently I have been posting more controversial videos and more political videos. I think this is going to be a fun little episode, and that way y'all can kind of just at least understand why I'm posting that, because it's usually not what I talk about. I do have COVID, so ignore how I look, sound, and all of that. So yeah, let's just get right on into it. So on my main channel, I posted two different videos within the last couple days. One was, am I liberal or conservative? Which, you know. And then another one was asking my mother controversial questions. And on here, of course, I'm making this video, but I have also posted a hot take thing, and it went on to some very political um, questions and concerns and stuff that there are in the society right now. So the reason I decided to start posting more controversial, more political videos, which will not always be the case. I will be making some normal, well, not normal, but um, normal for me kind of videos in both here and over there. Um, I'm not always just going to stick with this political stuff, but I do want to start talking about it because within the last month or so, I have been getting really into politics because come 2024, it is my first election year that I am able to vote in. I am 19 years old and I turned 18 in a year that was not a election year, so yeah, and I just turned 19 recently, so I want to make sure that I am doing the most informed um, voting that I can do. And so I've been doing a lot of research on it, and there are so many different things. And I, you know, have looked into different presidential candidates and what I, most agree with in that sense. And I don't think I will ever say like who I vote for. I just don't think that that is anybody else's, business, especially not the internet's. So yeah, that is the main reason as to why I've started posting more political and controversial videos, because I definitely think it is something that we should all learn a little bit more, and we should all feel comfortable to share what we think. Social media is literally one of the most insane things. There's a lot of propaganda and fake news and overly dramatic statements from both sides of the political view. And I think that it is best to talk about it than just to, write it all off and not care about it. I do think that you should care about that along with your local elections. I definitely want to start looking into that as time goes on, so that I can kind of make decisions based on wherever I live, whatever I believe in, and that way you can really start to open your eyes a little bit to what the world is and what it has become, and how your vote really does change things. Um, every vote matters. I do think that being political is not for everybody, and I don't think that everybody should be 100% political. And I don't think, because I mean, if that's not what you want to do, that's not what you should do. But I do think that it is important to at least know a little bit about it. At least, be aware of your surroundings, of your environment, of your politics going on locally and nationwide. I definitely think that that is something that is important, especially for the young folks, because I feel like, um, this is going to, we are the future. And I know that sounds very cliche, very, whatever, but we are the future. Gen Z, Gen Alpha is like very young though, but I definitely think that we as a society need to be more aware of the political standpoints on certain things. Um, so yeah, I've just been wanting to talk about it a little bit more, and I've been less afraid to talk about it because, generally speaking, talking about your religious beliefs, talking about your political beliefs, especially unpopular opinions, um, and beliefs, is a very scary and wearisome thing. It is something that a lot of people shy away from because they are afraid of getting canceled. They're afraid of, people bullying them, threatening them, and I think that it is absolutely insane that people are going to the extents that they are, um, to harass somebody based on their beliefs, regardless on what that is. However, there are some things that, just have more of a moral standpoint, um like, you know the whole thing with abortion is more so what are your moral beliefs, and then a lot of the situations with the LGBTQ plus community, is also a moral basis. A lot of the things dealing with racism is a moral thing, um, and generally speaking, you should not judge somebody for who they love, who they choose to lie in bed with. You should not, or even care, honestly. You should not care about if they are black, white, Hispanic, Muslim, Jewish. It's Judaism. Judaism isn't really a right. Neither is um. Anyway, but you get my point. I think that it definitely has a lot of things that should be talked about in a, like, I don't know. I just feel like people shouldn't judge people based on things that they can't control, like their, who they love, whether or not you want to believe that you can control that, or, with the color of their skin. Um, so yeah, I feel like since we do have a quote unquote free country and freedom of speech, we should be able to use that without, getting the entire other side of things completely harassing you and completely, going after you. So I think that freedom of speech only works if it works both ways. Because if you were only to say, I'm a Democrat and anything a Republican says is just wrong without even listening to them, or vice versa, I'm a Republican and anything a Democrat says is just wrong, nothing really happens. Nothing can really change if we don't talk about it, if we don't put, action behind our words, and if we don't, you know, have civil conversations, use our freedom of speech in a respectful manner. I don't think that anything could or will ever change. And I think something we can all agree on, no matter, what, side you're on, is that our entire society is messed up. Our entire, viewpoints and, well, not viewpoints, but like our entire way of believing is is all or nothing. And I don't think that it has to be all or nothing, if that makes any sense. Um, I want to be able to have civil conversations. I want to be able to, um, talk about things and see where the other side is coming from, see where I'm coming from, have them hear me as I hear them. And I feel like that is how the entire, um, at least for the United States, because I don't know much about politics in other countries, um, should be. You know, we should talk about things. Of course, put action behind your words. It can't just be like, oh, let's talk about this for hours. But I definitely think that talking about it is the first step because a lot of the time we just jump to conclusions and um, we don't really give each other the benefit of the doubt. We don't give each other a um, platform to speak on things. But I definitely think that if you are going to speak on things, you should learn about them. And if you say something that is just factually wrong, and that's something that you say but you don't know 100% if it's accurate or not, and then somebody comes and shows you the proof that it is wrong, you should do your own research and see that it is wrong or right or whatever. Um, when it comes to just things that are plain facts and not just, your belief or your standpoints on certain situations. So I definitely think everyone should be educated on it enough so that they can have a civil conversation with enough information that they can get the other side to hear them out. Because if you are, no matter what side you're on, if you're somebody who does not know what you are talking about, it will show. And it is going to make that a generalization for the other person. They're like, let's say I am a Democrat and I'm speaking to a Republican, and this Republican does not know what they're talking about at all, and it's showing. I'm going to see that naturally, subconsciously, and just automatically think that all Republicans think that way when that is not the case. And vice versa. If I was a Republican speaking to a Democrat and, that happened, I would automatically think that that is all that, that person was thinking. So I think that if you're trying to talk on something, you should really do your research on it. Um, Even if you're someone like me who is a stressed sideliner, um, I definitely think that if you are directly in the middle or all the way left, all the way right, whatever, I love that I went all the way left when this is my right hand, but anyway, I just think that people should really be more educated on the subjects that they talk about. And that is what I am wanting to do is first open the doors and say, "Hey, I'm going to start talking about this." So that when I do, it's not going to be so taboo. When I decide to make more political videos or more controversial videos, it is not going to be something as shocking as it probably would be if I just, made 100% like beauty videos and out of the blue I just made one random like political statement video or like controversial video. And I wanted to go ahead and open that because I am the kind of person that I'm going to use my YouTube channel, my TikToks as whatever I feel like in the moment. If I want to make a whole video based on my hobbies such as like skating and photography, I can do that because I've made it to a point on my channels that I have so many different kinds of videos. You can go on my main channel right now and see vlogs, main channel type videos, back to school videos, how to save money videos, budget videos in general, political videos now, Wordle videos, um, like, I have so many different kinds of videos on there because I am a person with multiple different interests, multiple different, viewpoints and opinions, and I want to be able to share them all. Of course, I will go back to more lighthearted videos down the line. It's just right now we are in a point where 2024 is coming up, and I want everyone to be able to say how they feel in a respectful manner, because I don't think that I've been disrespectful. And if I have, I truly apologize. But I genuinely don't think that me stating my opinions is disrespectful. And I don't think anyone stating their, opinions is disrespectful unless they have it with such hatred and disrespectful tendencies behind it or intentions behind it. Um, so that is something that I want to make very clear. I am not on here to offend anybody. I'm on here to say, hey, these are my opinions. And I want it to be an open conversation. So if you have different opinions, you could come on here and, say your opinions and it be an open space for that. So yeah, I think that kind of explains a little bit more as to why I've been making these more controversial videos. Um, and I don't think that I'm going to stop. I just think that I'm going to make different kinds of videos with these in there. And now that I can do that, you know what I mean? Anyway, so that is it for this video. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below. Whatever you want to let me know. It is a free country after all. Um, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.